In this video we're going to do a PowerShell activity, configure a WPA Enterprise WLAN DWLC. Here is the addressing table of this activity, and the objective of this activity is you will configure a new WLAN on a wireless LAN controller, including the VLAN interface that it will use. You will configure WLAN to use a radio server and WPA2 enterprise to authenticate users. You will also configure WLC to use an SNMP server, configure a new WLAN on a WLC, configure a new WLAN on WLC, configure a new scope on the WLC LVCP server, configure WLC with SNMP settings, configure the WLC. The user are radio server to authenticate WLAN users. Secure the WLAN with the WPA2 enterprise and it hosts the new WLC. Then the background scenario of this is you have already configured and tested WLC with an existing WLAN. Configure WPA APSK for that WLAN because it was to be used in a smaller business. You have been asked to configure and test a WLC topology that will be used in a larger enterprise. You know that WPA2 PSK does not scale well and is not appropriate to use in an enterprise network. This new topology will use a radio server and WPA2 enterprise to authenticate WLAN users. This allows administration of the user account from a central location and provides enhanced security and transparency because each account has its own username and password. In addition, user activity is logged on the server. In this log, you will create a new WLAN interface to create a new WLAN and secure that WLAN with WPA2 enterprise. You will also configure WLC to use the enterprise radio server to authenticate users. In addition, you will configure WLC to use a SNMP server. And let's go to the instruction. Part 1. Create a new WLAN. The steps is create a new WLAN interface. Each WLAN requires a virtual interface in the WLC. These interfaces are known as dynamic interfaces. The virtual interface is assigned a VLAN ID and traffic that use the interface will be tagged as VLAN traffic, and this is where connections between the APs, WLC, and the router are over transport for the traffic for multiple WLANs to be transported through the network. Traffic for WLAN VLANs must be counted. Then open the browser from desktop of admin PC, the web browser, connect to the IP address of the WLC. Here's the IP address. Copy. HTTP. Go. Then log in with the username admin and password Cisco122. Then click the controller menu. Then click interfaces. Then from the menu on the left, you will see the default virtual interfaces, the management interface to which you are connected. Here it is. Then click the new button in the upper right corner of the page. Then enter the name, call it W15. Then VLAN ID will be as 5. Let's click apply. After that, first configure the interface to use physical port number 1. Port number 1. Then multiple VLAN interfaces can use the same physical port because the physical interfaces are like dedicated prompt ports. Address the interface as follows. the the 254 B3 would be then the primary DHCP is the same as the gateway. The user tab for the WLAN uses this VLAN interface will be on the 1 and 2. Here, this network with the path gateway is the address of an interface on a router. R1 DHCP pool has been configured on the router. The address that we configure for this WS to forward all the HTTP requests that it received from host on the WLAN to the HTTP server, the router. Be sure to click apply, then click OK. To respond to warning message, click save configuration so that your configuration will be in effect when the WS starts. Here's the configuration. And step 2. Configure WLC to use a radio server. WPA Enterprises uses an external radio server to authenticate WLAN users. Individual user accounts with unique username and password can be configured on the radio server. Before the WLC can use the service of the radio server, the WLC must be configured with server address. Click the security menu on the WLC here, then click the new and enter the IP address of the radio server in the server IP address field. Server IP address, radio server. The radio server will authenticate the WLC report will allow the WLC to access the user account information that is on the server. This requires a shared secret use syscall 123. Then turn apply. It's not a good practice to reuse password. This activity reuses passwords only to make activities easier for you to complete and review. Then let's go to step 3, create a new WLAN. Create a new WLAN. Use the newly created VLAN interface for the new WLAN. Click WLAN center. Then locate the drop-down box. It will say create new. And click go. After that, enter a new profile name WLAN. Use this profile name. Then let's copy. Then assign a message ID. Then set the change ID 5. Also we need to use the side to join. Then click apply to accept your settings. Then now that W has been created, when pick the page network, click the enable, then choose the Wlan interface. It will be used from the new Wlan. Then go to the advanced tab, scroll flex connect, then enable this too. And click apply. Then step 4, configure WLAN security. Instead of WPA2, task A will configure the new WLAN to use WPA2 enterprise. Click the WLAN ID of the newly created WLAN to configuring it if necessary. The security tab, then under layer 2, then use WP, enable WPA2 policy, then click equal 2.1x, under the authentication key management, then distance the WLC to use the 2.1x protocol to authenticate user externally. Then click the A servers tab, then open the drop down box to server 1, select server, configuring the server 2, the next will be click apply, now configure the HCP scope and SNMP. Configure the HCP scope, WLC operating zone, turn on the HCP server. Cisco recommends WLAN the HCP server not be used for high volume DHCP services such as that required by larger user WLANs. However, in smaller networks, the HCP server can be used to provide IP addresses to labs that are connected to the wired management network. In this step, we will configure the HCP scope on WLC and use it. Address 1 should be connected to WLC from admin PC. Select the controller menu in the executive interfaces. The management space, we want to the WSC use it, so before that the management interface, you can see here get interface address here, and you want WSC use its own DHCP server to provide addressing bars. Click apply, then Left-hand menu, expand the internal gauge serve, then gauge shift scope. To create the shift scope, click the new button, then name the scope with this name, ride management. Then you will configure the stage shift scope to provide address to the wired infrastructure network. Click apply. Then put the new scope in the DHCP scope table to configure. Then let's copy this. The first start address. Then PAN address status enable. Provide network mask. What it is. Network mask and default router. So it's using notepad. When ready to configure it, then apply. Then click save configuration. Then the internet shift server will not provide an IP address to lock 1 after a brief delay when one site address top of tunnel B solution. Lock 1 will be able to provide access to the floor to employees ID5 to Wlan. If you move the mouse over lock 1 the topology, see its IP address, status of the top of tunnel and VLAN that lock 1 is providing. Here you can see those status. Then Go to step 2, configure SNMP, the management menu in WPA2 start, management, then SNMP, drop receivers, and then there's the main strings, this is here, then click apply, then part 3, connect host to the host network. Configure a host to connect to the enterprise network. Start PC wireless client app. You must configure your WLAN profile in order to attach the WPA2 enterprise WLAN. Click wireless host and open the PC wireless app. Wireless host. Click the profiles. Then tab. Then click new to create new profile. Then highlight wireless network name to click advanced setup. Verify that SID for the wireless LAN is present, then click next. Then here we are going to WPA2 enterprise. Next, enter the game name, which is user 1, then user, then save. Then convert that wireless host connected to the LAN wireless host. Basic server that's server just will be here. You may need to click the password type button, tap the process, close the wireless up, then open command prompt, the network, and that will conclude our activity.